Today I am preparing chicken and egg fried rice. I am using chicken breast, but you can use any leftover chicken in your fridge. First, I am going to cut the chicken breast in half. Then slice it against its grains. By the way, the grain is the muscle fibers of the meat and the direction in which they run. And slicing against the grain breaks up the muscle fibers, making the meat tender. Hence, after I cut the chicken breast in half, I turned it perpendicular to go against its grains and slice it into little slivers about quarter an inch thick. Then I wash the chicken slices under running cold water and squeeze out the excess water with my hands. You can use a strainer if you want to. By the way, washing the chicken slices before marinating allows the marinade to absorb better. For the marinade, I have a teaspoon of baking soda, a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon of sesame oil. Mix them all together, then set aside. Just a short trivia. Baking soda alkalizes the meat, which makes it harder for protein bands to tighten, even when cooked in high temperature. For the sauce mixture, I have a tablespoon of dark soy sauce and a tablespoon of oyster sauce. These are just enough for the amount of rice I am going to use. Mix it until well combined and set aside. Make sure all the ingredients come handy before you start cooking because all will be incorporated in a matter of minutes and it's not ideal to prep everything while cooking. At this point, I am preparing the eggs. First, heat the wok over medium-high setting until you notice wefts of smoke. Then add a tablespoon of cooking oil. Turn the heat to medium-low as you add the 2 beaten eggs, seasoned with a pinch of salt. Once the eggs start puffing up around its edges, leave it for a few seconds before stirring it. And allow the eggs a bit undercooked because it will be added to the dish later. Then wipe the wok after because the small remains of the eggs will burn and you don't want a burnt flavor to your dish. Turn again the heat to medium-high setting. Add oil. Toss the wok so the oil is evenly spread. And once it's ready, toss in the marinated chicken slivers and constantly stir it until they get brownish in color. And this is the color of the chicken we want to achieve. Transfer it from the wok, set aside together with the slightly cooked eggs for later use. Over a medium-low heat setting, toss in the minced garlic and stir them until they get aromatic. Then the diced onions and stir them as well until they get translucent. Next, toss in the diced carrots and thinly sliced celery stick. Saute for about a minute before adding the de-oiled rice. A de-oiled rice has dried out and is perfect for frying. It gives a good texture fried rice. On the other hand, a just cooked rice will turn soggy and clumpy with less to no distinct taste for a fried rice. By the way, once you add the rice, you need to constantly stir and flip them so they are all evenly fried. Stir and flip the rice for at least 5 minutes. Then start moving everything to the center of the wok. Once everything is moved to the center, add the sauce mixture around the rim and not directly to the rice. This will caramelize the sauce and add deep flavor to the dish. Mix well immediately so it will coat the rice and other ingredients, adding subtle flavor to the dish. Don't let it burn, otherwise that subtle flavor changes to bitterness. At this point, incorporate the prepped chicken slices and the fried eggs. Mix them well and then switch off the heat. Once the heat is switched off, drizzle with a teaspoon of sesame oil. Stir it in for a wonderful smell and taste. Then garnish the dish with spring onions. The chicken and egg fried rice is ready. Enjoy!